So hello guys, my name is Anmol Mishra and you guys may be knowing me. Thank you for coming. So first of all, Happy New Year. It's going to be a very fantastic year I suppose for all of us. So today we have an agenda with us, that is how GSOC is going to be for various students. I hope so. So my this talk will basically be for the 2019 students, but it can be used anywhere for any open source organization, projects or events. So first of all, I am tech coordinator at JP Open Dev Circle, JIT Open Dev Circle from JP Institute of Information Technology. I'll leave the link in the description. Please pardon me for everything. I am a little bit weak at English. So for later purposes, so that it can be used for international students as well, I am speaking only in English. So now, why are we organizing this? So friends, my main agenda here is that I cleared GSOC last year, so why not take this opportunity to help or to share the views, help others. So my team has taken initiative. They suggested me that as GSOC is approaching, maybe we can do some New Year Eve function. So I am here. So first of all, thank you for coming. I know I am a bit earlier. I was supposed to start at 10:45. Some students will be joining later, but don't worry, you can check it later. So now, this was the slide I made for you all. So some basic point. First of all, we are here for GSOC, Google Summer of Code, AIM 2019. Okay. If you are here, I am supposing that you all will be familiar with what is open source. If not, please check it out. I know you guys might know some of these, but you should know all of these. So it's React, it's Ubuntu, that's Firefox, KDE, our lovely mascot of Linux, that's Tux. We have GNOME here, we have Chromium here. I'm forgetting its name, sorry. That's Android. All these are open source projects, international. So now, what is Google Summer of Code? It's simply a 16-week long project, a program organized by Google aimed to promote open source software development among college and university students. You work with one of the many organizations on a language or a framework of your choice. Okay, so it's basically some simpler terms. You can check it later. What do you get in return? Okay, I might have covered it, but for some new people out there, I'll be covering a bit of minute points here. That it's an excellent experience. You will be having a large impact as these projects are worldwide. A chance to get mentored from best software developers among the society. That's true. Some work at Google or Facebook or something like that. You get the code for tag Google Summer of Code. That's a huge, that will, and yes, a golden referral ticket that take you straight to the Google. You can use it one time for various position. Now of course you get money and the bragging rights, that's secondary or tertiary for some people. Now when GSOC starts, you all guys might have seen the Summer of Code website. Here we have summerofcode.withgoogle.com. It's Google Summer of Code website. Here is a blog that states that Google has announced 2019 GSOC. You can see it's 15 years strong now. Okay, cool. You guys can check this out. Now what we have with us, yes, we have timeline. So what is a timeline? It's basically what Google has set the timeline as the various stages of the program that it's going to organize. So on November 13, you can see the program was announced. Actually, the date for today is 1st of January. So you can see we have surpassed this phase. Now we are in this phase. So on January 15, organization can begin submitting blah 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 blah. Now student application is going to begin at March 25. So basically we all are here as a student, so we must focus on the student part, and the application deadline is April 9. Now on March 25 and April 9, this period is for the application. You get a form from Google on the website of GSOC. You fill your application, you submit. Last time it was for 3 organization at max. Simultaneously you can put your proposal. I'll be talking what is a proposal now. So you can do it, and then later, after the deadline of application has passed, accepted students will be announced on May of 6. Now what are we saying here is that after the application, you will, it's just a, it's somewhat like a application to a college. You first propose that I want to take an admission to your university. Once they approve, you get the admission and you attend the classes and pass the semester. It's analogous to same that here you are applying. After that they will announce the result for who people have been selected. Later you will do the work for them. So there is a guide. You can see that here it is guide. After you open this link, you will find there is a student guide. Under the student guide there will be several of the documents or the goals, applying procedures. I'm not going into that. Everything can be found here. If you guys think that maybe you need help, always happy to help you, or any of my team member, GODC. I'll leave the link in description. So now we know that there is something called GSOC that's coming our way. We know its deadline. So why are we promoting, or you can say why are we organizing the event today? So see guys, GSOC is not a sprint that you can pass or you can achieve in a week. You need some time, it's like a marathon. You need to be patient, you need to be disciplined for at least a few months, and you can see that GSOC is a few months away. So I think you are getting my point. So now what we have here now is, sorry, everything is random, so pardon me. I have covered organizing, GSOC works, timeline. So now there might be some students who are maybe in their first year of college, second year of college, third year of college. I'll be talking to them separately. For each of them there is a separate workflow. So basically the most part that is same for each of them is, you can check GSOC 2018, 2017, 16 and previous year projects. Suppose the structure of the website will be similar in the later cases as well. I see that there are, suppose I go to 2017 projects. Okay, I'll see view 2017. After the Google announces the organization, the whole structure will be somewhat like this. You will have some names and icons there, something like that. Everything will be something analogous to this. So after this, you can check this filter, and as per your interest or expertise, you can select the domains. Suppose science and medicine and users, there are several of them. Operating system, don't panic if you don't know many of them. There will be something for you, 110%. So now, suppose there is a organization named Amahi. Okay, I clicked on it. So now everything will be similar. That's name of the organization, their link, official website, their agenda, what they are trying to make. It will be written over here. After this, there will be some projects name. It is visible to you now, but in the 2019 website, this won't be visible. This page up to here, it will be available to you. So now, if you think you will be submitting a proposal, or you will be applying for Amahi as an organization in the GSOC, you need to understand that these technologies like Android, Golang, streaming, Ruby on Rails, these are some of the major domains on which Amahi architecture is working. Don't worry, each of the domain is not going to overlap completely on the other domain. So if you are somewhat familiar with Android, like you are experting, suppose there is a project that's 100% and 80% of it can be Android, 20% can be Golang or something like that. So basically the topics they are acknowledging in the computer science domains are storage, web apps, mobile streaming. That's just a bullet points. So there will be more than 200 web applications for the applications like Amahi. There will be several organizations. So this process will take time for you to choose the topics. Maybe a student from second year, after studying the operating system coursework, thinks that okay, I have somewhat decent knowledge in operating system, I'll take the step forward and I'll contribute in GSOC. It's not a big deal. You can easily see that there is the operating system tag here. So they will be operating in this domain. So how do you propose to work here? So it's pretty simple. There will be this view project will not be available to you, but there will be a idea list. Once you open it, you will see, okay, it's loading. You will see for each of the organization this page will be different, as this is wiki.amahi.org. So this page will be different. So now they have Google Summer of Code ideas. Everyone will be showing or showcasing their ideas or the projects they aspire to build in this coming GSOC. So suppose there is a disk wizard app, or this might not be app, I just said it by mistake. Suppose there is a disk wizard. This is just a name. You're going to read. From now on, I'll be sharing everything as if I am an applicant. So you can understand my point of view, how I am analyzing the things. It will be much easier when you will see this video later, or you will be taking notes. So I went out to the website. I saw there is a disk wizard in the description. It's saying that expanding the storage capacity, important feature of MI. Okay, no big deal. I don't care. The DW is a critical part. However, it's not stable. It's as it should be. It should detect more partial types, and okay. So it's somewhat sounding to me that something is not working properly, as it's not as stable as it should be. So they need enhancement. Okay. So I need not to manage everything from top to bottom. I just need to work on enhancement. Okay, I can do this. Suppose I can do this. Till this point I have no issues. The objective, stability improvement. Oh yes, I said it. It will be improvement, and especially through thoroughly testing plugin. Okay, testing part. Okay, no issue. Skills required, low level system scripting. Suppose at this point I knew what is low level system scripting. Mentors will be Rod and Carlos. Okay, these are the person who will be the communicating persons on behalf of Amahi to me. Okay, I'll contact them later. References. Okay, they have given me references. So you can see that in this project there are mentors, the people I need to communicate, the references. It will be available to many of the projects. Reference iOS app. Okay, iOS repo. I'll be talking what is a repo. Android app improvements. Reference. So most of them will be giving references. Each of the organization they prefer giving references so that you can have a basic idea or the guide or the vision what they aspire to build or to enhance. So you have references for each of the project. You knew that you know that these skills will be required, so you don't have to worry about it. Now suppose at this point, only critical point that is going to be hectic for any of the student. Maybe it's a freshman student, first year, sophomore, second year, junior undergrad, third year, anyone, that will be skills required. So the agenda for being here today is simply to get you guys aware that skills required can be done if you are searching or scrambling through the websites from today, from 2019. Suppose I don't know the low level system scripting. What do I do? What will I do? Okay, now I have January, February in my hand. So I'll learn this. It's not a big deal. I can do this. Suppose in this there seems to be so many things. ROR, that's Ruby on Rails, I guess. Ruby, JS, CSS, HTML5, Bootstrap. Okay. So many different terms. I don't know many of them. Don't panic. You will get time. You have time if you start today. At least get into things. Maybe somewhat things will get smoother. For freshman year students, first year students, you will get into GSOC next year. But if you don't apply this year, or you will keep on lingering for next year, it won't happen on miracles. You need to work hard today. So these are the skills required. There are several tutorials on YouTube, and you guys are mostly will be aware of Udemy, Udacity, Khan Academy. They have plenty of resources. You have blogs, read them. Documentation, official documentation is very beneficial for any programming language or framework. You can learn anything. If you have, like, suppose skills include something like Java. Okay, so now it's programming language you don't know. You neither know Android framework. You can get into touch with some of the seniors or maybe read how Android works. What skills do I need to work with Android? You will ultimately know that Java is a prerequisite. That's why it is mentioned here. So maybe there will be some of the projects that have like 12 or 13 prerequisite. Some might be connected. Don't panic. Okay. Suppose in this add support to VPN proxy so that user can access HDA from phone over a VPN proxy tunnel. You don't know the term proxy. You don't know the term VPN. No problem. You have Google with you. You have professors with you. You have colleagues. You have friends. This is about open source. So that's not going to be a big issue. Suppose now it's all the objective you have covered, you have skills. Now you might not have skills, but you are going to do them. Okay, so it's now easier for a person to choose a project. Okay, now now I have covered the my example. What is now next? I covered what is technology, what is topics. Okay, for each of the organization, how will you communicate? You need a medium. Okay, there are several platforms available, and different organizations are using different. There are many. Some of them are Slack, IRC, Gitter, Discord. Some of them have their own channels, communication channels. Don't worry, this is something similar to WhatsApp or Facebook chat, Facebook Messenger. You simply have a group chat, like everybody will be available there. You can ask for help, you can ask for new beginner guide, you can ask for how do I solve this bug. There might be some mentors, like I showed to you. There might be some mentors who can guide you well, who can share some resources that might be helpful. Suppose I don't know how to make an Android app, you can ask them, like I want to build an Android app, what are the new emerging technologies you need. They will definitely help you. But don't ever ask stupid questions. By stupid question I mean how to learn Android. You can do this by googling. See, you need to build an image in front of your mentors that you are well educated software developer. They don't care you are from sophomore year, first year, or final year student. They just care that you are a decent software developer who can complete their project. So there are communication channels. Suppose I click on this, it will redirect me to their portal. I'll enter my details and I'll connect. It's not a big deal. Then they have a contact email or contact email list. Email list is basically a common list. If you send an email to that, it will be shared to each of the corresponding member of that email list. It's like a broadcast message you send, it will be received by each of them. So there is a contact email. Okay, there is Twitter handle, blogger handle, Google Plus. They might not be useful for you, but yes, email and IRC channel, these are the only medium for you that is going to be available for communication. So now you know which project you are going to choose, which skills you require. You are learning side by side, you are taking help, you have IRC channel for communication. Now what's next? There might be some project they might be missing. Suppose Amahi deals with Android apps for now, but you see that there are Alexa app coming. So you can propose your project too. Suppose you can propose that I'll be making an Alexa app or Home Assistant app, Google Home Assistant app. So there might be some chance, it's not unusual actually. Your project that is not mentioned in the idea list, but your idea is worth enough for the organization, if they feel so, you might get your preferred project. And you have proposed it, you know in and out for each of it, but it will require severe hard work. Keep in mind, if you have something innovative in your mind, you can simply do it. I think there might be some of the users that okay, am I audible? I'll be waiting just for a minute. Some friend is texting me. It's highly important. So, yes, guys. Now, sorry for the interruption. What we have next on the agenda list? Now we have contact. Now, the basic idea GSOC is revolving around is contribution. What is contribute or what is contribution? So you can see here is for each of the organization I'll be showing some of them. Suppose, yeah, for an Amahi platform there is a call term repo. Repo is basically a term used for project or repository full form. It's somewhat similar to directory, an online directory available to each of you. You guys might be familiar with the term GitHub. If not, not a big issue. It's just a platform on which most of the open source organization or open source projects are being hosted. Suppose I open the Amahi platform. There is this is the description that says core of Amahi platform, a web app in ROR, no issue. If I click on this, there is Ruby, percentage of each of the sorry. Okay, for each of the programming languages, what percentage of it comprises of, no issue. So this is basically a code base. You need to contribute here. You need to make changes here. First of all, if you are aiming at GSOC, please learn what is Git. Git is primary thing for you to use GitHub, and there are several options like GitHub desktop, but I insist on using command line interface. It will help you in longer run. Now this is a code base. There is a readme file that explains everything like contribution, how to make contribution, clone the repo, this is a command, run the test, change test by hand in the browser, and blah blah blah. Everything it is mentioned here. They have given the license. I'll ask my friend, he is also technical coordinator in my society. He will maybe share what are different licenses of the open source project. He is proficient in it. I'll ask him. Please leave a comment in the description if you think you need licenses video. It's really beneficial. I took a class from him. Now, for each of the project, you will have issues here. Now issues, there are 2 open and 15 closed. You can't do anything for the 15 closed, but you can do a lot for the open issues. For these issues, you need to work. This is called contribution. The agenda of being in the GSOC race is contribution. Some people think that small contribution in large numbers is greater than large contribution and small number. Opinions may vary, but I think great contribution might be small in number is good. You can start from like basic changes, basic or introductory issues. You can ask your mentors, what are the introductory issues? I need one. They will guide you. Suppose After so many weeks you are still contributing and asking for introductory or basic issues bug fix, it's not going to help you in longer run. You need to accomplish and learn at a greater scale. So after you have completed your this starters, I can say starters, you need to fix some big issues. They can be 2 to 3, because in the proposal you will mention, give them a link, like I mentioned my contributions, even small, but there were many big contributions as well. So this is how things work. So it is called contribution. Some people ask me how to choose a GSOC project. See, the only thing that can be done is simply scrolling each of them, might not be each of them, but clicking and checking their topics. You might not go into idealist, but yes, topics and technologies. Suppose a sophomore student, first year student only knows C++. There might be some organization who will be dealing with C++. You can check them. If a person knows only, suppose Python, there will be some projects for him too. Web projects will be there too. But you need to check the technologies and topic first. So this is called contribution. There is no substitute for hard work, that's true. So you need to check most of them. If you have researched earlier, like what is a catrobat from last year, this might help. I could not make the GSOC in first attempt, to be honest. In the first attempt I cleared it, but I applied only once. So but previous year I heard from one of my professors that, sir, this is a GSOC program, you can contribute. I took it on a light note. Later, when GSOC results came out, I saw my seniors. It was fascinating moment. It was fascinating moment for a learner or a curious person like me. So I scrolled down from November starting. Each of them, most of them, not each of them, that will be dishonesty. Most of them, few of them, you can say. It helped me later when I sat down to choose my project. It really helps. You need to do it. So now, what I have in my bucket list, you now know GitHub. There is different platform like GitLab as well. Some organizations have shifted to that. It's nothing, it's similar, just a different name. Suppose you have Tumblr and Instagram. Both of them are doing the same job. That's posting images. Their architecture is different, we don't care, but doing the same stuff. So I have shown you a demo as well. Now coming to next. How do I get in GSOC? So I primarily said it's contribution. Okay, we will contribute. Pro tip, don't select more than 3 organizations. Why I am saying this? Because you will have 3 proposals to submit to Google only. Why to do more hard work? Rather, put your hard work into good places. So select 3 projects, I can say, not 3 organizations. You can choose 3 projects at max. Write a good proposal. There will be many proposals available online about how GSOC works or how their project was and how they wrote their proposal. Then apply, and if you are lucky enough, you will receive a congratulation mail. Some FAQ and mythbusters. I should be from CS background. That's a myth. One of my friend, he is from NIT Rourkela. It's his engineering branch is mechanical engineering. His major says mechanical engineering. It's too tough for a mechanical engineer, in my opinion, to cope up with his coursework as well as contribute to GSOC. But he did it. He did it with flying colors. So you can do it as well. EC students, electronic students, electrical students, you can do this. Guys, don't worry, you can do this. My college will help in GSOC. No, it's your personal hard work. Now I should have a kick-ass profile for being a developer. Okay, yes, I am live. Okay, I should have a kick-ass. No, 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 no. I did not have any computer science background before joining college, but after 1 year, 1.5 year, I started to develop few basic fundamentals, and then after my sophomore year, that second year, I got into GSOC. That's simple. I mentioned everything, my different platform online practice portals, like practice portals information as well. You need not. I put my Facebook profile, LinkedIn profile. That may not be a developer profile, but yes, I did it. So it's a myth. I need to understand the whole. No, no, no. You need not know whole code base for before GSOC. See, you are not going to work for the project before GSOC. You will be doing in the GSOC period. That's after the result announcement. So you just need to worry about how will you expose yourself or share your ideas to others about how things work and how you are going to make your project work for the idea proposed. As simple as that. They need that only, not you to understand the whole code base. They might not know themselves too. It's not an easy task to remember 75,000 or 78,000 lines of code. See, now next comes how will I contribute because I have ongoing college. Well. Answer is pretty simple, just like other GSOCers do. You did not see this coming. Well, other GSOCers, in my opinion, how I did it, I'll share that. And my friend, we used to go to college in the evening. We used to come home, have a power nap, eat, and then sit down for work, for tutorials, reading blogs, having assignment, doing them, managing college time, and not doing anything rather than these two things: GSOC, college, GSOC, college, GSOC, college. I clearly remember there was no third priority in my life for those 3 to 4 months. Not a single one. That's how you do. Tips for smoother ride. Communicate with your mentors. It's number one and most primarily. That should be bold. Thanks, fellas. Now, try to learn about projects thoroughly. You might have understood by this point that it's the basic funda. Never disclose anything to your organization, your competition. Why will you? Why will you disclose your strategy? How you are going to showcase your idea? You won't disclose it, I guess. Stay focused. Well, you need to stay motivated. Yes, avoid junk food. It's not a prank, but yes, you need to avoid junk food for your safety, health, blah blah blah. Don't care. Well, please ignore this. Now, what we have next? Which programming language shall I learn? See, this statement is the heart of GSOC in my opinion. That is, you don't choose project, project chooses you. Sorry. My agenda here is you might know MySQL or Android, but your favorable organization which has less competition, might not have Android project. What will you do? So a new project, a different project, you can choose it. So project chooses you. You may not be able to choose project always. There is no harm in choosing different projects. It will teach you definitely new things. See, okay, you need to work hard. Well, it's too important. Learn new stuff. This is the toughest part of the GSOC, to be honest. Maybe you might have not learned too many things in your last semester, but you are going to do it in 2 months. If you will be devoting your most of the time to GSOC, I will vouch for this. This is going to be the toughest part. Learning new things, it's not an easy, not a fun ride. But don't worry, you can do this. JavaScript and Python covers nearly 70% of the GSOC projects. It's true. If you have these two or any of the one, you have like more than 40% projects available to you. You can choose from them. But for some serious person who will be knowing the fact what is JavaScript and what is Python, they will know that these are not some simpler terms. JavaScript has so many frameworks. You will need to learn many of them. There is for front end only. There is React.js, there is Vue.js. I don't know JavaScript, so pardon me. There is React.js, there is Vue.js, Ember.js, so many JS. So it's not an easy task. Choose your project, stick to one, learn. If you don't know, suppose I know React.js, but the project is using Ember.js. What will I do? Simply I'll switch to it. I'll learn it. The way I learned how to work with React, I'll learn with Ember.js. Simple. Now 10 to 15 minutes, throw some questions. I'll see how people are there. I don't know where is how to get the live chat here. Is this what I think? Oh no. If you guys have been to my Facebook page, okay, I'm not able to find it from here. I'll check my mobile. It might have the live chat option. Okay guys, you have like 5 to 7 minutes from my side to ask question. Please note them down. Till then I'll be doing how to find it. Please note them down. Okay, guys, I am here with live chat. You guys can do it. I am really sorry. I am really sorry if you guys could not see it. Sorry, it's my fault. That was public, not before I mentioned. I am really sorry. You guys can watch it. I'll be adding most of them, a lot of them in the later videos. So finally, please like, share, subscribe to this. In today's video, what I have covered, you can watch it later. I'll be sharing on my Facebook in few moments. I have covered how GSOC works. If you know it, no problem. Timeline, okay. An example with Amahi, how things work, and communication channel. What is communication channel? What is email? How you choose a project. If I'll see that there are many people, okay, it's 2 people watching. So guys, in the chat you can send it if you guys need me to. If you guys need me to repeat everything, or you guys can watch it later, please send me some in chat what you need. I can do everything. I can repeat it if you guys say something. If you guys want to see how to choose an organization, please say yes. If you need me, if you need a repeat, how to choose an organization. Hey Nishit, if you guys already know, no issue with me. Okay, there are so many people watching but no one is responding me. No problem, Nishit has said yes, so okay, I'll show you. In the organization section, you guys can see so many organizations name. I'll be covering an example with Amahi. Suppose you don't know anything, you have so many organizations, you will scroll down each of them or many of them, most of them as per your choice. You will click any of it. After the GSOC 2019 website will be live, you will see that there is a page somewhat similar to this. Its agenda is to showcase what Amahi as an organization is doing, where is it located, and what is their idea. The idea will be available here for each organization. You guys have idea list. The project section will be released after the result. So in the 2019 website, you guys won't have this. You will have idea list. This is a term called technologies. Sorry. In the technology, there will be Android, Golang, RESTful API, streaming, Ruby on Rails. These are the domains of computer science, or you can say major portions or subsection of computer science in which, or programming languages, they are dealing with. That is technologies. In the topics, there will be domains of computer science: operating system, home server, networking, storage, web apps, so many of them. But a project as a whole is comprising not entirely of single of it. So suppose a second year student learned operating system in its last semester and want to apply as a student in upcoming GSOC, no issues. You can choose it. There will be some project that will be overlapping with different technologies, and topic will be operating system, so you can choose it. So okay, now as if I am now a second year student. Suppose I am not actually. Suppose if I am second year student, I chose Amahi and I want to work with operating system. Okay, now till this point I only know operating system. I heard of it. I know the theory of it, nothing else. I have heard the term Android, maybe somewhat similar sounding word Golang, RESTful API, fancy word but never worked with it. Streaming, I just saw YouTube streaming, nothing else. Ruby on Rails, okay, another fancy, just heard once. No issue. I may be able to do it. How? In the Amahi idea list, I can see once you scroll down, there will be some of the project names. Suppose there is Disk Wizard, or I'll now talk something else. I'll choose Disk Wizard. So Disk Wizard is simply storage capacity. Okay, feature of Amahi. I don't care. DW critical part. I don't know. Okay, DW is data wizard. Okay. Critical part of Amahi. Till this point, I know this. However, it is not as stable as it should be. Okay, so now they might be expecting some improvement from me. Okay, I need not know. I need to know each and every bit of the project from inside out, as it is an improvement project. I'll focus on few of the things. Okay, easy thing. Objective, stability improvements. I knew it. It will be improvement project. Okay, till this point I have no issues. Skills required, low level system scripting. But I don't know this. How will I manage? No issues. I'll discuss it. Mentors are Rod and Carlos. Okay, these must be aliases or names of the corresponding official persons. No issues. There are references. So each of the project have reference, so that each of the organization can set some guidelines or prerequisite work as a reference, so you can choose it. Now for the mentors, these are the person responsible for this project, so you can communicate, ask for help, anything similar like that. You can straight away hit them. Till this point I have the biggest issue, that is skills required, and I don't know it. I just opened Amahi and I don't know what skills required. This is the agenda of 2019 GSOC streaming right away. We have organized it today only, so that you have 2 months or 1.5 months to learn new things. You can go to Udemy, Udacity or different platforms, check them, learn the skills. There will be so many tutorials, official documentation helpful for you. So once I know it, I'll contact this person. Okay, simple as that. Suppose in this project I see ROR, Ruby, JS, CSS, HTML, Bootstrap, so many different things, but I know few of them: HTML5, Bootstrap, CSS, a few of JavaScript. I don't know Ruby and Ruby on Rails. No issue. I'll learn it later. This is how GSOC work. Now maybe there might be some point like skills required have so many things, 12, 13 things, and you don't know most of them. But please analyze at least first that maybe something may be connected to something. In this point, Android can be done in Java. Can be done. Now it's Kotlin too, but they are dealing with Java. So there might be a case that out of 12 or 10, it's basically 3, but for those 3 there are prerequisite additional 3 for each of them. I think you are getting my point, that skills might be connected, so don't get too much underestimated of your things like I don't know anything and similar like that. No, you can do it. Just research it smartly, how to choose a project. Suppose you don't know in this term VPN proxy, what is a VPN proxy, and they need ad support for VPN proxy. No issue. You can contact the mentors. Google it. How VPN works, how proxy work, what is proxy. The things will start to connect from each of them. You will get to know things. This is how you choose a project. I am not saying that I got my project available to me in the first hit. I scroll down to many of them: Force Asia, GNU, Gentoo, Gnome, Homebrew. I knew that I can learn different things, but later on I managed to learn things. Now you can see there are so many different projects I can't tell you. Suppose in the KDE section they have C++, Qt, Qt5. I tell you, for first year student, if you know only C++, only Python, no need to worry. You have different projects. You just need to do a little research out of these organizations. So let's check. Okay, guys, I think you might get help from the fact that what is a communication channel and how email works, because you need to showcase yourself as a professional developer. So you can do it by communicating well enough on the channel with the mentors and your fellow developer colleagues. You can't straight away ask how to do Android. Can you share some stuff? There is a proper language you need to maintain. You don't usually call everyone sir. It's not like that. But you can't ask stupid question. The thing that you can Google is a stupid thing. You getting my point? Like how to learn Android. You can find answer on Google. You should hit your mentors on message once you have scrolled down too many Google links and you can't find a solution, so that your mentor as well get a image of you as a sophisticated software developer who is looking for a answer. It will help you. I'm telling you. In the contact email, this is the person responsible on behalf of organization, but sometime there may be some case like they have mailing list. They call it mailing list. It's something similar to I'll send a message and it will be shared to each of the person personally on their email. So it's somewhat similar to a broadcast message. I speak, everybody listens. So this is an open platform for idea discussion. There are so many weekly meetings in so many organizations. You can attend them. I remember that my organization had meetings in 3 in the morning. Every person in the India, I expect 90% of them will be sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I was awake each Tuesday 3 o'clock morning for 25 minutes. I remember that in the first 2 weeks I was just there to mark my attendance that yes, I am listening to you. I am getting involved how you guys are learning, sharing your ideas. I was observing. So please be aware on the channel list and the email list how you communicate. It's very important. So if you guys have anything, you can share in the chat. I have covered many of the topics in the video. If you feel, you can see it later. I'll be sharing the link to my Facebook and the JODC page. Please like, share, subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'll be keeping a note and help others by making tutorial videos if possible. I am going to start it. Let's see. It's my new year resolution, and on the first day I am doing. So till this point, good enough. In the GSOC, just a last point, tips for smoother ride. As I can see, there are few people who are still online. Communicate with the mentors, try to learn projects thoroughly, never disclose anything. These three are the crucial points, and first one is the biggest one. Communicate with your mentors. They will be choosing you for the project, so you need to convince them on the chat, on the message, by your work, by your contribution, that yes, I am the best person available to you for this project. Once they are convinced, no one is going to get away from GSOC. You will definitely get GSOC this year. Which programming language shall I learn? Well, I have said it many times that you don't choose project chooses you. You might be knowing JavaScript. Okay, so in JavaScript you might be knowing React.js, maybe not any JS framework. No issues. If you know or don't know anything, it's similar if they are using different thing. If they are using Ember.js and you know anything or does not know anything of JS, same thing, this is useless for you. But as if you are starting from January or mid-January, you will have time to acquire these skills, learn these skills. Okay, so these are the crucial points I wanted to share with each of you. Till next point, if anyone is having any doubt, please share in the chat. Nishit, bro, if you want anything, please comment in the YouTube chat. I'll be opening my Facebook group as well if you guys need me to do anything. Okay, Siddhant wants to know any key points on how to make a good proposal. Well, as you have asked, there are so many key points to be take care for a good proposal. I'll be sharing it to you now. See, what is a proposal? It's basically a document that you will be sharing with your organization for the project. So it's basically after a draft document. Let me find if I have mine available with me. Okay, just a minute. It won't take more than a minute. My document. If I am lucky enough, it will be here. If not, okay, it's not here. Where could I have put it? Where? Just a minute. Guys, if I'll get it, I'll share it with you, everyone. I don't have with me, but don't worry, I'll be covering the points. Nishit, where can I get the link for this PPT? Nishit, I'll share it. no problem. So for the proposal, let's say I want to find a good simple proposal. See, GSOC proposal PDF. If you guys don't know, no issues, it's taking too long. Okay, now yes, it's a good thing. See, this is someone called Siddharth, I don't know, but his proposal is similar to what an actual proposal look like. You mention your name, country. There is a proper architecture, or you can say questionnaire available by your organization. In some of them, like FOSS Asia provides one, Koala provides one. You have some of the questions available to you, and you answer them accordingly. See, they will ask you about your email, website, blog. It looks like he was asked. No, his questionnaire is not a generic one, it's a general. So in a good proposal, as a mentor, if I am a mentor, what I'll see, I'll check the project, the title. Everybody will be mentioning how I am going to distinguish. Okay, now he has stated, or in an introduction, I suppose Siddhant, you are still here. Okay, now you're still here. As if I am a mentor, I'll be checking this proposal and will give you reviews. So you will get the key point as a mentor who will be seeing it. I can see introduction. Okay, this is a digital image processing is largely concerned. Okay, things like that. So it's basically theory part. Everybody would have mentioned it. Background, there are only limited number of image. Okay, there is a background. You need to give background, introduction. These are crucial point. Yes, he has mentioned it. Till now, no problem. There is an idea. So for this project, he must have shared the idea, that is image text enhancement. Okay, point number one. He has explained everything superbly. I From the overview I am telling you, as he was selected, so his work would have been an excellent. So now he has explained everything what an image texture enhancement means. He has highlighted each of the underlying technologies, I guess, filtering, masking, filters. Okay, he has taken care of multiple options. As a mentor, I'll need to check what are the different options. Maybe I am an old person. Suppose I am 65 years old. I am outdated with the technology. There might be something that has come new. You might mention it, and there are pros and cons for that. If I see that there is linear contrast enhancement, this might be some new term. You can mention it something, and he has stated some of the points. So it's basically a booster. He has mentioned the technology and its subdivision, in which he will be sharing its view. Okay, now no questions till now. See, what he has done excellently is he has given me over the project idea different options. See, there is image texture enhancement, that is first, and image transformation methods. So now he is convincing me with the different methods. He has given me rotational, translational, scaling, skewing, shear. For geometric distortion, I am maybe not fascinated by this, but these are the basic terms I need to have in my proposal, so that I get an overview that yes, person is thoroughly well informed person. My point is well informed person, so you can't skip. Like, there might be something that is obvious for you, but your mentor will be watching you for those obvious things as well, so you can't skip in a good proposal. Zooming off image, so he has mentioned everything in the gradual manner. I am pretty much convinced by this. Like, the point number 9, then 10. So he's basically done everything. He has matched his collective measures as well as the process by which he will be doing. Okay, it's a good proposal. Now, there is a point, I did it too, that is called timeline. Many people or many organizations ask, but it's not compulsion. Maybe 10% of people do it. That's breaking your 16-week program into different timeline sections. Like, this section of time will be devoted to this part, this section of part will be doing this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. Breaking your project into several modules and doing your work accordingly. In this, he has done like April 23 before self study. He will be analyzing the project. Cool, no issue. 23 to 21, bonding. Now for each, okay, yes, he has mentioned for each of the week. Like, for each week, I'll be doing this thing, this thing, this thing. So he has everything in mind. He, this project proposal reflect me like he has lived each and every moment of the project that he will face in this project proposal. It's a positive sign for me. Well, I don't know, but it's a positive sign. Algorithms to be implemented after GSOC. Well, this is a crucial point. How you are going to manage, you might not going to continue a project, but how you are going to leave your project at a point that if somehow this project get continued for next GSOC, how a new person will be able to pick it up. So this is a point that you need to take care, that what will happen to this project after GSOC, or in case above algorithm may not finish. He has mentioned it for finished before time, but you need to share your idea about how it is going to be taken further one step. There might be something like some improvement of the project you have in mind, but you can't take into this GSOC. So maybe if you could get more time, you will maintain it. Something similar to that. He has given some extra point, like if he finishes before time, he will do it. Well, this is an important point too. I agree to it. Now explain how your summer of code task would benefit the GO, his organization member project, and more general foundation as a whole. So some people ask something general question which might not have a correct or incorrect answer, but they need to get your views. So each organization has a viewpoint, so stick to it. Suppose this organization might be interested in education upliftment, might be, I don't know about it. So you need to showcase your ideas similar to that. You are getting my point, I suppose. Now general experience, well, you need to showcase what things you already know. So maybe in the future time, if you continue as a long term contributor, they can see you as an asset. So that's why people mention, and it's a good habit about the experience mentioning. Like, for operating system, I know them, programming languages, internet technologies, server side scripting, database, graphics, programming environment, tools, libraries, etc. See, left side portion might be a jumbling game for you, but see, on the right it's basic things: GNU, Windows, C, C++, Java, Python, Bash, HTML, MySQL, Emacs, Vim, OpenCV. See, don't get underestimated, like things like glut, cgi, mod, python. He might has he might have taken some courses for that. Maybe you have taken different course. Mention that. You need to showcase in your proposal how you are an asset for them, how you can take your project further. See, some of my project. Okay, now for your candidature to be distinguishable, you need to give them your previous projects or maybe some contribution to them, so that they can rely on you and take you as an aspirant rather than some other person. That is why contribution is important, and this is the section it will be mentioned. Your contribution might be some GitHub issue, pull request, merged, unmerged, anything like that, relevant to project or overlapping idea with the project, you can mention it. See, 3D texture modeling, he might have done college project, but he mentioned it because his project is some image visualization or image processing. He mentioned it, not complete, but yes, it has an overlapping section. So he might have thought it's a plus point, and then yes, it's a plus point. So you mention your college projects, your team projects, your hackathon project, anything. If you don't have any, don't bother. Just do your best. After that, why am I interested in open source software? So there comes generic question. If some of the organization do not provide you some questions for proposals, you can cherry pick from different proposal available online. Like, why am I interested in open source software? You can answer in your own words. Why am I interested in working for your organization or for this project? What will I do if I get selected? These are the questions that may seem general, but they are more impactful. You need to distinguish from others. So these are the crucial points for a good proposal. After that, references. Yes, he has given his references. So anyone having any doubt? I can see Ayush. Will the stream be uploaded after it ends? Yes, Ayush, it will be definitely uploaded. You can see it. Sorry, but I made it public like 45 minutes later, so you guys have joined later. Dhruv Gupta is saying that if you can show me how to choose a new organization or maybe solve one issue there, that would be lovely. Well, Dhruv, it's a bit hard for me to solve issue right away, but yes, you can see the streaming after it ends, like how to choose a new organization or how to choose a project. I have taken care of it. So in today's stream, what I have covered, I am mentioning it again. If you guys think that I have missed anything, please mention it. I have discussed timeline, how GSOC works, why are we organizing this, an example with Amahi project or as an organization, what is communication channel, what is idea list, how you can propose a project, how to stay in contact, how to contribute, GitHub, what is GitHub, what is GitLab, a small demo, and now Siddhant has seen what is a good proposal. So if you guys need me to cover anything, please ask me in the comment. You guys like have it's 11:56. I'll be here for 11:58. If you guys won't answer, I'll end the stream. Share the link, share with your friends. Please don't forget to subscribe. I'll be sharing some tutorials as a new year resolution. I'll be taking this venture ahead, maybe. Nishit, Siddhant, Ayush, Dhruv, if any of you have any question, please ask away, because this might be the last streaming for GSOC 2019. If you really need to work, start today, start searching for organization, start contributing, start looking for tutorials, start learning new things. GSOC is still achievable. Well, thank you guys. I think it's been a lovely day. So again, from GOTC team, Happy New Year. From my side, Happy New Year. Till next time, like, share, subscribe. Goodbye.